Okay, in this video we're going to talk about definitions that start with the letter S. And our first definition is the Show Table button. The Show Table button opens a dialog box that lets you add a table to the query or the relationships window. So if we're in our query and we're in our design view, you can see we have our relationships window and our query criteria down here. But if we go up here to the Show Table button and select on that, it gives us the option to include any of the tables, or you can go to queries and include those, or you can select on both and it shows everything. But if I wanted to add a query into the relationships here, then I could just select on one of these and click add and it would put it right in there. Okay, so that's the Show Table button. The next one is Split Form. A split form gives you two views of your data simultaneously, a form view and a datasheet view. The two views are connected to the same data source and are synchronized with each other at all times. Selecting a field in one part of the form selects the same field in the other part of the form. You can add, edit, or delete data from either part. So if we want to create a split form from our employees table, we select it, we go to create, we go to our forms group and go to more forms, and we have a split form right there. So this is showing our layout view. Let's go to our form view. So you can see we can edit things right here in the form, or we can go to datasheet view and edit things here as well. And notice how when I select on the next record or any record, it shows that exact same information here in the form view. So that's just a different type of form you can use, a split form. The next definition is a subform. A subform is a form within a main form. It can be displayed as a datasheet or as a single or continuous form. And this can reference a different table, where a split form references the same table with two different ways of viewing it. A subform can reference two separate tables within the same form. So the first thing you do to create a subform is you have to go to your database tools and make sure that you have a relationship. We have a relationship here between our offices table and our employees table. And you can go to create, go to the form wizard, and using this drop down is how you create the subform. So we're using the employees table here. We add all of those. Then we use the drop down to select our offices table. We can add all of those or any specific ones that you want. We click next and ask how do you want to view your form, so you can either sort it first by employees or first by offices. And you can see that if we do it this way, it creates our main form and then our subform. And it also gives us that option, form with subforms, or you can do it as linked forms, but we're doing it as a form with a subform. Click next, select how you'd like it to be laid out. You can go with tabular or datasheet. Click next. So we'd want to change this to FRM as in form. Change this one to sub FRM, subform employees. And then we can go ahead and open it and click finish. So you can see now we have a form based on our offices table, and we have a subform within that form based on our employees table. So that's how you create a subform. And that's it for the S's. So we've learned how to use the Show Table button, how to create a split form, and how to create a subform.